You cover the coach, and here's the gates of Blenheim Palace. Along with the coach, as we're here in gloriously sunny Oxford. Not. Here, the entrance to Blenheim Palace in the courtyard, along with a couple of cars that kind of spoil the view. But hey ho, that's what you get. And the fountain gardens, the fountains. Just had a lovely lunch and an ice cream, and now we're going to explore the gardens. The Swiss Bridge in the Cascade, designed by Sir Lancelot Capability Brown. Designed so that you hear the water before you first see it. Churchill Memorial Gardens. No back. And as the sun comes out here in Blenheim, this is the courtyard and the entrance as we've just been in, and the temples that we've walked through, and looking out towards the temple, the monument erected for the Battle of Blenheim, and the view of Blenheim from the bridge. The view from the Column of Victory. It says if you look from where we're standing, we're almost directly. It's about to come through.
Turn around again.
And the bridge, built by Capability Brown. And looking up towards the house. And the Renault van going with his Formula 1 car. And our final look at Blenheim in the sun. From the bridge. Built my capability down. It and Snows Hill Manor, and looking at the soldiers moving slightly in the wind.
Come on, one move. Move that one in the middle's moving a bit. They
Yeah,
are.
there's
on
one
the right
moving at the
one.
bottom.
It's rather cute.
There's the wind. And as I just got rid of the thing, of the
Oh yeah. Oh,
and now
yeah.
the wind's blowing, so we're actually watching them blow.
And the hands too. That's lovely.
Yes. And Snows Hill Manor. Now 1:30, and our ticket is for 2 o'clock. We're looking the Oxfordshire countryside.
Sadly, because this is consolation in it.
They're good. Oil painting Madonna retail over the Passion Lake 16th century. Have you found the picnic boxes?
No, we took a picnic boxes.
What do they look like?
Oh, I see.
And there's 2 more. That's right. So there's 3 altogether. I'm afraid we run out of stickers. Otherwise, I'll do this. When you go into the next room, find the paper.
On each side.
So the one in the gardens are ready.
There's your thing again, look. Yeah.
Mama, eens kijken.
Yes, in both of these matters, her friends, and she was wondering on how it was wrong and about the bones to the public. And so she started saying, here you and they just made it up from there. So,
It's a good double.
you're not the first parent.
Maar daar staat hier.
More. We reproductions in the garden, showing
The original's in the house, isn't it?
Oh, that thing.
You got to go inside, push it in. There you go.
We're at Hidcote Gardens, and this is Hidcote Manor. The home of Major Johnson.
Fine here.
And here in Chipping Camden, at the Cart Wash, very old building, looking up towards St James's Church and some rather nice sort of old buildings, and looking at some almshouses and the like. Chipping Camden at the old Market Hall. And I'm looking at the pub, which is called No Arms Hotel. I'm looking at the old AA sign and the coaching entrance for the horses. Lovely Chipping Camden and the Broadway Tower, from which you can see for miles. The view from the tower, which was built about 1898 by Lady Coventry, who lived in Worcester. And we're just about to pan over towards Worcester, where she said, could I see it from there? And yes, you could. So that's the origins of the tower. It was designed by Capability Brown in Oxford, and this is Balliol College. And we're just about to do a walking tour of the city, and across from where we start is Balliol College, one of the many colleges in Oxford.
It's just over 700 years old, and it's the fourth oldest college in Oxford. But the building you see here are not 700 years old, because this college rebuilt itself 400 years ago. So that side, and that side are 400 years old. I'll tell you about that a bit later. I just need to tell you why most colleges were founded during the medieval period. At that time, pictures of the great and the good, this college around the walls. This is Lord Stapleton, Bishop of Exeter, painted 700 years ago after he died, so they haven't a slice idea what he looked like. So it's completely immeasurable painting. And at the bottom here is King Charles I. Here the Royalist Army occupied Oxford for 4 years of the English Civil War in the 1640s. It's famous for very, very beautiful windows. By the 19th century they were getting very, very good at making beautiful stained glass windows. So that's why it's the shape it is. Other characteristic of Oxford chapels is that these seats tend to face inwards like this, whereas in most churches they would face up towards the east end. Also black and white marble flooring is another characteristic of Oxford chapels. Around the walls you will see lots of shields, natural flowers, and birds. And many, many people who are keen on William Morris, they'll have William Morris curtains, carpets, bedspreads, cushions, table napkins, furniture. You can fill your whole house with Morris. In our house we just have the table napkins, that's enough. Morris for us.
A bit too fussy.
Sorry?
A bit too fussy sometimes.
Yeah, it can be a bit fussy, really. Slightly obsessive, actually. City full of librarians and archivists. It's more or less a guaranteed job for life, actually, because they work very, very hard and more books arrive every year than the year before. And so believe me, there are lots looking after 21 million books, then 21.5 million. Nice and quiet. Sharp right behind the gardener is the college chapel. In the right-hand corner with all the plants there, the head of the college, the principal, and his family live in there, of course, raising the college profile, getting in money for the college. Straight ahead behind the climbing roses is the college dining room, very much the same format as in Exeter College. If you were to go where that man is about, he's about to go through the archway there, you go through there, large quadrangle, college library and lots of bedrooms. So this was Oxford's first street lighting. And although it's nice and bright now, in winter this is a very, very dark street. So it had its first street lighting, and then electricity came to Oxford in 1890. So these were converted from gas lamps to electric lamps, but they still kept the basic lamps. 49. And this is photographed as its size, shape, position. But above all, in winter, when it's dark from 4 o'clock onwards, the library's open in the evenings. So I like to shine out of all this building that comes the world's our last Prime Minister. He studied politics, philosophy, economics there, and he met Boris Johnson, and Boris Johnson studied at Fraser College. And David Cameron's not the only Prime Minister to come from Oxford, because when it opened in 1750, they learnt how to keep moisture in the ground, but also they got rid of all the rats, mice, cockroaches, things like that. It does help to own a cat, actually. Cats are quite good, that sort of thing. 400 years ago, because in those days, for each different subject, so if you take that doorway over there, that says in Latin, Bodleian Library. It says School of Medicine. It's hard to see on the right-hand side, that's the School of Music. And my favourite is in the corner, that's the School of Astronomy and Weather. From the university in that building there, which looks quite small, doesn't it? But when you get inside, it's actually quite a large building. And so on these degree days, and we had 2 of them last week, proud parents would come to see their son or daughter see them. And of course, the students and then what usually happens is a proud mother and father with their son or daughter to this very famous college. Makes one part of the college. So what it does is allow students in part of the college to go round the college rather than go to the street. It's not that old, it's built in 1913. So desirable that only the very best students were selected to training here They train here for 1 year, and then if they pass the exam here, that was a big if because it was a famous exam, they're allowed to go to where they work in the Indian civil services usually, but the best job.
So which college is this one? New College.
That's Sundown.
Oh yes, the church. Up there is next to college. Which is this college here? It's Brasenose.
This is what everybody wants to get.
Brasenose.
I'm just amazed how close the countryside is.
Yeah.
I just thought it would be a lot further out.
Three o'clock here at Christ Church, Oxford.
就要立刻翻译啊！
This is Christ Church Memorial Garden, War Garden. In the Cathedral Church of Christ Church.
We'll come back.
And Christ College, founded by Henry VIII, or Thomas, in Henry VIII's time by Thomas Wolsey, who was Archbishop of Canterbury. And this is the hall of Christ Church. And here's the great gallery with Henry, Elizabeth, and Thomas Wolsey.
Прямо это было, да? Не знаю, видно меня, тут отражу.
And this is
Christ Church in Church for 8,000 visitors. His purpose remains twofold.
and what?
His purpose remains twofold.
Yeah,
The
right.
pursuit of learning and the worship of God.
And then a minute now, the bell. Is it designed by Sir Christopher Wren, did you say? Maybe they don't strike.
That's Sir Christopher Wren's doing that too.
Yeah, I know. It's Church Cathedral. Typified wives. Typified wives as well as over here.
This tells the story of St. Bride's wife. This
Yeah.
was by Edward Burne Jones in 1850-ish.
Christchurch. And with the stained glass windows and the vaulted ceilings. The oldest window in the cathedral. Protected from the destruction. Henry VIII, who was the most evil king, the most evil person, until Margaret Thatcher came along.
Right, Margaret, I'll tell you that.
4 o'clock here at Christchurch. From the Great Hall to the bell designed by Christopher Wren at Christchurch, and to the quad designed by Thomas Woolsey. The Peckwater Quad with its classical design. And the Ashmolean Museum, built originally for the collection of Mr. Ashmole back in the 1670s, and recently reopened in 2011 with various curiosities. It's the first university museum in the world. I'm here in Lower Sorter, looking at the mill, and then looking at the lovely houses by the stream. And the church here at Lower Sorter. Again, beautiful light on the church at 5:15 in the evening. Walking on the water at the Motor Museum.
I'm glad to hear. Yeah.
And the reading light here on Bolton on the Water. People paddling in the sea, in the river. 25 degrees. It's 6 o'clock. Or 25 to 6. Old New Inn. 1712 to 1938. Taken this before when we were here in February one year. Weather is slightly better this day.
You think they're so clever nowadays?
The Romans are at Chedworth.
You can see though, look. See where the holes are? You see those big holes? It's like, it's like underwater. Put your feet out there. There's nothing worse than falling.
It's very intricate, isn't it? Like we're all kind of nuts.
And these are the baths and the underwater and the heating.
the back would have been a furnace, and that would have then enabled the hot air to flow from the furnace between the pillars, forming the underfloor heating system. But for that to work successfully, you needed to create a continuous draft under the floor. And the way they did that, all the way around the walls, concealed by the plaster, they created little chimneys by piling hollow ceramic box tiles, one on top of the other, to form a little chimney which led from the floor underneath, up through the walls behind the plaster so they couldn't be seen, and then back outside into the atmosphere again.
Now we're in Bibury, and these are on a 4-mile walk that we're doing, and these are the famous Arlington cottages. Very picturesque, but it's very hot and humid. Famous Arlington Mill in Bibury. The Bibury Trout Farm, where we had a carrier bag. In fact, I think that carrier bag has still got the plastic knives in it. On this one. And the bridge over the Rack Island is to the right, which is owned by the National Trust.
And what was the Rack Island? How did
Used it to stretch things.
No, the cloth they made is stretched on racks to dry.
Yeah, well, that's just what I said.
It's a big one.
Back at the old smithy, our holiday cottage, and it's Friday evening, so we're about to get all packed up and we'll get away. Later on, having had a meal in Chipping Dalton. It's been a nice place to be, very nice week, very nice and warm, and certainly we've explored and had a great time here in the Cotswolds.